It's name and shame in Britain. Hundreds of detectives are attempting to trace rioters and looters who are caught on camera. The Metropolitan Police website features dozens of images of suspects still to be identified. They're mainly young males, many of them wearing hooded sweatshirts. Brooke Bowman reports.
David Cameron's warning is crystal clear.
To the lawless minority, the criminals who have taken what they can get, I say this: we will track you down, we will find you, we will charge you, we will punish you. You will pay for what you have done.
The hunt for those involved in the 5 days of rioting is on. Operation Withen is investigating the serious civil disorder and violence that has hit the streets of Britain. More than 450 detectives have been assigned to hunt for rioters and looters in the biggest criminal investigation ever mounted by London's Metropolitan Police. In charge is Commander Simon Foy, who says his team will be going through events with a fine-tooth comb.
We will actually put the evidence against you, and we will come and we will find you.
One of the painstaking tasks, trawling through CCTV, mobile, YouTube and media footage. Grainy images of those wanted for questioning have been splashed across newspaper front pages and police websites. There's literally hundreds of hours of film across dozens of regions and streets to wade through. Stephen Hefferman is the CEO of Omni Perception, a biometrics firm that works with about a third of UK police forces supplying facial recognition technologies.
The workload the police will be facing is just huge, frankly. Going through all that, the resources that are required to go through that, to find the one piece or the 1 second that's actually of the individual who's perpetrated the crime is a task that will require immense resources to be thrown at it.
If the rioters were ever in doubt they were being watched, they should have remembered this. A recent police study shows the average person in Britain is caught on CCTV about 70 times a day, captured by an estimated 1.85 million cameras around the country. Tom Reeve is editor of the CCTV Image magazine.
The UK was a very early adopter of the technology, following the abduction and murder of the toddler Jamie Bolger in the early 90s.
For those caught on camera during the riots, these images should tell all. But as Stephen Hefferman explains, sometimes it's not that simple.
Quite often, a lot of the images that I have seen from the footage, people are looking down, they're looking up, or it's side profiles. And those are quite challenging to use for face recognition. A lot of the subjects that were in that footage were wearing some kind of hoodies or a scarf. And again, the technology is really not designed to look underneath the hood of a subject or look behind their mask.
The problem for police won't be just in succeeding in identification, but in the courts, where they have to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt they're right. Joseph Monson is a criminal defence lawyer in Manchester, one of the riot hotspots over the past few days. He says police have strict rules to follow in the gathering of evidence, so there may be problems with images provided in good faith by the public.
When you're looking at a grainy mobile phone image or whatever, that Joe Public has uploaded himself to a website, Facebook or whatever, serious questions have to be asked about, can a conviction take place in the absence of proof of where that image has come from? We're not talking about, well, this probably means this person did it. We're talking about beyond reasonable doubt. It's a great affront to justice if there is a chance that innocent people could be convicted as a result of this mistaken identity or whatever. So it's up to the courts to make sure any evidence in CCTV or photo form or whatever is properly obtained in the way that any evidence in a criminal trial would have to be obtained.
The Prime Minister says no phony human rights concerns about publishing these photographs will get in the way of bringing criminals to justice. But as he's raising the political temperature, he's also turning up the heat on the courts. Joseph Monson again.
David Cameron may say, these people should get very serious sentences, but he doesn't want to pay the bill of keeping 10,000 extra children in youth custody. Of course he doesn't. He wants to have his cake and eat it.
Meanwhile, courts are ploughing on, keeping the same hours as the rioters all through the night. This is Brooke Bowman in London reporting for The World Today.